What's up everyone? So it's officially November and it's also nofap November. What is nofap November? By now most people have at least heard of nofap, but if you haven't, nofap November is a month where you refrain from masturbation and watching porn for a month to challenge yourself to give up the bad habits of porn addiction or masturbation addiction. I started learning about nofap as I was doing research into Tantra and studying Tantric yoga. A lot of people don't realize, but the origin and basis of nofap comes from these tantric practices that teach you how to transmute your sexual energy and turn it into your personal fuel, using it for divine connection rather than wasting it or polluting your energy body by taking in unhealthy sexual energy. Sometimes people ask, well, you're a woman, why are you talking about nofap? But the truth is both men and women can benefit from saving their sexual energy and transmuting it, bringing it up from these lower centers, from this pelvic region where it usually manifests as this sexual urges and uncontrollable sexual energy, and bringing it up, bringing this kundalini sexual energy towards your crown, which is a spiritual process of transmuting your energy internally that creates a whole difference in your character. A lot of people are unaware of just how powerful this energy is and how much it can change and improve your life when you stop wasting it and you use it for what you want. You bring it under your willpower, and this totally becomes a game changer for your entire life. Sexual energy is your fuel. It is your most potent energy. It's the source of all of your energy. I'm sure you've heard how they talk about in sales and with these different Freudian psychology, how everything is about sex. Everything, if you look at the media and commercials, it's always about sex. It's about sexuality. People say, oh well, men just go to work because they want to make money so that they can attract women and have sex. And it's all about having sexual energy is always, it's kind of known to be such an important motivating factor in life. So if you think about that and you think about what happens when you save that sexual energy and you don't just mix that energy creating these covalent bonds with random energies that actually stick to you and bring you down, bring your energy vibration down, when you learn how to honor that sexual energy and become such a massive container of your own personal energy, your whole life changes. You become this potent magnetic coil that brings everything you want to you. It brings joy to you. It brings love and relationships to you. It brings money to you. It brings everything that you desire when you're aligned with the sexual energy. It happens naturally. Now, getting there is, for some people, easier said than done. For men especially, men stand more to lose by mindless masturbation and porn addiction because men's bodies become more taxed by getting rid of semen, whereas women, their sexual organs are regenerative, so they do not lose as much of this energy and fuel. And if you read occult texts, and several religions talk about this, almost like they've wanted to keep this secret to basically empower themselves and not share it with the collective. And almost unfortunately, there's some dark agendas that literally want men to waste their energy and to lose their power because then they can have power over them. And that is the old paradigm that we're stepping out of. A lot of this nofap, people might be ridiculing it now or thinking it's weird or unnecessary, but as we go through these changes, this awakening, more and more people are going to be embracing this. And especially because it's experiential. It's not like it's just a theory or dogma where you're just like, oh, okay, sure. This is something that people practice, and with nofap November, just practicing for 1 month and seeing the changes within you, seeing how much less lazy you become, how much more focused you become, how much you just are more ambitious and more going after what you want, more confident, then you become convinced. Tantra is always an experiential practice. It's not anything that is just memorize and believe and this is what it is. It's you practice it and that strengthens your faith in it because you're experiencing it. It becomes real in your reality to you. Probably one of the biggest obstacles to men right now is how seduced they are by pornography. And this is definitely made by design, right? So people who own these pornography industries obviously profit. They sell ad revenue, they take the energy of, which is basically people's attention, their currency of energy when they pay attention and when they masturbate, and they give their sexual energy to these screens, and then they take that energy and convert it into their money, which becomes their personal power and what they do with it. And of course it's very dark, especially for men. If you would not have a sexual experience with a certain type of woman, let's say in real life, something about a woman would turn you off or you wouldn't like that, it should be the same with a screen, because especially as we're going into this artificial intelligence kind of digital world, that energy is almost going to be just as real as physical reality. It already actually is. It's just because there is a liquid crystal screen, this seeming illusion of separation that you're not connecting with that energy, it's not true. So every time you have any type of connection, it could be a conversation with somebody, it could be anything, but when you have a sexual experience, and especially an orgasm, that becomes this quantum covalent bonding with what you're focusing on and what you're masturbating and orgasming to. This is something that's very well known in magic and in the occult and in Tantra. If you're a skeptic and you don't believe this, just think back to any relationships that you've had where maybe you didn't want to be with that person anymore, but you couldn't stop thinking about them, or you just felt this magnetic pull, and that's physics, it's chemistry, it's quantum entanglement. So the same way you quantumly entangle with a physical body, you quantumly entangle with these porn star energies. And these, of course, are real people, a lot of them kind of forced by duress to go into these industries. So it creates just a mess of karmic entanglement, which drains your energy. A lot of people go into nofap, and it's usually motivated by ego reasons, like, oh, well, I just want to, I heard you can get a lot of girls and stuff like that, which is great. And of course, like, we're here in this life to enjoy our physical reality, and that's definitely a bonus of it. But what's even more important, what I really want to communicate to people, is the spiritual benefits you get beyond those physical nofap benefits. So yes, your body will get more ripped. Yes, you'll be more, you'll naturally exude more hormones and attract more women and stuff like that. But what people don't realize is the whole reason that you want to connect with partners and want to meet, have this social success and connection is because our spirit wants to feel connected and whole to not just other people, but to the divine, to spirit, or to God, whatever your religion is, it's to the bigger picture. So thinking only of the physical benefit of what you get from your ego is only half the journey. So sure, enjoy those ego benefits of what you get, but know that that's not going to be fully fulfilling to you, because the ego doesn't stay satisfied. It's going to want to have more gains, like, okay, I got this girl, I want another girl. So just know that, which is really cool. And even though it's kind of interesting, because a lot of people get into Tantra and are attracted to sexual practices because of the physical pleasure component, but the really cool thing about it is that almost always turns into the spiritual component. So it's almost like people come for the sex and leave with the spirit. So it's fine, but if you want to just be one step ahead, just know that that physical experience you're yearning for is really something deeper. It's that spiritual experience, it's the inner peace, it's really connection that is not even dependent on other people or on validation and these like superficial things that people get brainwashed to thinking matters. It's just about you. And if you're going to be learning about nofap and practicing nofap, try and have a spiritual practice. Try to understand that it's so rewarding when you become this whole complete person, connected with the divine, connected with just true reality. It changes your whole life beyond just your relationships. So that's what I'm talking about, and that's why I'm here as a female promoting this message, because it really doesn't matter what gender you are if you're sharing truth and love with people. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you need more help developing a spiritual practice that keeps you from having relapses or having these unhealthy thoughts, you have to do the meditation, you have to do the yogic work. That's what's in the Masculine Mastery course if you feel like you need that kind of help. So thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Good luck with challenging yourself this month and leveling up in life.